long ago, deep in the Appalachian Moosh, a group of drunken Mooshfits joined forces to play Dungeons and Moosh. Inspired by Moosh, equipped with loose Moosh, and a questionable understanding of the Moosh, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new Moosh. So gather up your Moosh, and your Moosh, and join us on a Moosh as we make absolute Moosh of ourselves. This is Botched, a D&D Mooshcast.
Previously on Moosh. Botched.
Me and my neighbor buddy, and his tax credit of a son made our way across downtown Charlotte through hordes of unprepared individuals. But, sneaking through an office building, we ziplined down to the train station and met a fellow Gundy who patriotically held his pigs at bay and allowed us to board the train to freedom.
Patriotically betrayed his oath.
Welcome back, listeners, to the 9th episode of our 6th season. Thanks so much for tuning in again. We are going to start
Where we mooshed off.
not where we left off last time, but a couple episodes ago, as chaos has broken out on the train, as one infected had gotten out and bitten some people. The managers of the train, however you want to think of them, have ordered everybody who's injured in any way whatsoever moved to the back of the train. Everybody without injuries are moved to the front of the train. Anybody who looks...
your manager.
Do you have a tracheotomy? Is that...
You said the managers of the train.
Sure.
And
Did somebody need a tracheotomy? I have my tactical pin.
And anybody who's ill also is supposed to move to the back. Only healthy individuals to the front. So there's a lot of mixing of peoples as they're moving around all over the place. Who do you guys want to play as?
I have to play as Pete.
You don't have to, because of all the chaos of the people moving around. You could play as your normal main boof, or you could play as Pete or whoever the fuck. It doesn't matter.
I'd probably abandon Pete as soon as possible.
Yeah. And Jerry's just chugging beers in the back of the train happily.
Sure.
Finally, we made it. You don't have to do anything else. Just drink this bandolier of Mick Ultras, of which I have 20.
So you're in the back of the train with all the injured folks. Okay. Numerous injuries.
I have a
and
mental
wounds.
injury.
Sure. Lots of sick people coughing and hacking and wheezing. And just some people look like they've been bit. Some people look like they've been scratched. All kinds of
Coughing and
different
hacking
injuries.
and slapping that
Slices, bullet holes in some instances. Lots of injuries. There does appear to be a doctor trying his best to patch people up. So, William, you have an injured hand. So technically, they're shooing you towards the back.
What's wrong
This is
with
a
an injured
birthmark.
hand?
Can't you tell a birthmark?
It's
I
bleeding.
mean, it's stigmata, okay?
That's
It's proof of the Lord's
still technically
work
an
in my
injury.
life. No, it's not an injury. It's a blessing. Don't you know the difference? Haven't you paid attention to the archdiocese lately?
Sir,
The Bishop of Charlotte
I
said,
don't want to get into any of the crazy that you're speaking right now, because I'm a
from New
Yankee,
York. Yeah.
and I'm going to need you to just move to the back of the train with the
How
other
about you let me go to
people.
the front and I don't wipe this on you?
I don't, okay, wipe it on me, and then I'll have security throw you off the train while it's moving.
Oh, you're not security?
I'm just one of the people who are managing.
Because I brought my security. Boy.
I mean, okay. That's within
Or
your right.
are you a lady? I'm sorry. Excuse me.
I'm a man.
I did not mean to.
I'm a they.
I will,
That's
of course,
my
let you pass, and definitely not inform anyone of the crazy man with a gun making his way towards the front of the train.
I didn't say anything about a gun. You said gun.
I thought you said k.
I said
I didn't say
Oh,
cuckoo.
sorry. Okay,
He
well
said
then.
cuckoo.
Okay, well you're I feel threatened. Okay, I'm going to need you to just go to the back of the train, sir. It's totally
May I
fine back
stay
there.
in the
There's a
middle?
doctor. No, back of the train.
May I stay at the front of the back?
Sure.
I will stand right here by the door of the front of the back.
Is this because
Fine.
I'm unvaccinated?
Yes.
I thought this was America, even though it's collapsing and everybody's going crazy and killing each other. I thought this
Exactly.
was still fungus America.
Well,
Wait,
military law dictates that things are different right now. So
Oh, military law. Not much different than regular law, isn't it?
It's a little different.
Jeff pipes up from the back. I guess the means of the few outweigh the needs of the many then, huh?
Stop it, Dad. You're embarrassing us.
What are you talking about?
This rich train conductor telling us that we second-class citizens because we's unvaccinated.
No, the majority are not injured, and they're at the front of the train. You guys are the injured ones. You're in the back
What
of the
injury do I have?
train. Obviously you have a mental injury.
He's wearing a football helmet.
Your eye keeps moving around like it's just...
I'm giving the place an ocular pat down.
Yep.
He's very perceptive.
I mean,
this
I
man.
don't blink at the same time. My eyes blink one and one.
Technically, you're not injured, so you could go to the front of the train by yourself.
And leave my father and my uncle behind?
I mean, is your father injured?
I'm fine.
Then you also could go to the
if
front
you
of the
don't
train.
count this bullet wound in my arm.
Oh, then definitely in the back. Definitely in the back. That's an injury. It's a bullet wound.
I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker.
Sir, I'm going to need you to
All right.
calm down.
Bang!
So just so I can clarify, my
Okay.
hand is injured, right?
Yeah.
My hand is the part of me that's injured. So if I cut it off,
Then your wrist would be injured.
Where does it stop?
there's just no pleasing
Where does it stop with these liberals?
you goddamn trained tyrannists.
Sorry, them's the rules.
We're taking over this train.
What is this?
I level my
train?
rifle
Where's my...
drunkenly.
Is this
my
the
spell
Gulag
book?
Express?
Roll a dex check.
Ooh, I'm good at that.
I'm going to cast a level 5 spell on him.
I, Jerry, get a 17 dex. Check.
So you
18
would
dex
get to
check.
fire off a shot before he
I
gets to
draw
move.
first.
Okay. He's not pulling a gun.
10, 11, 12, 14.
Taser.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Run, William.
I run.
I get 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
You shoot this guy in the chest.
Boom.
And he falls backwards.
Straight justice.
And
So
as he's going down, he yanks on the alarm. And
What,
you
the
can,
please stop? Request stop? Bing bong.
Well, you're not. It just makes like a ringing noise. And you hear a hut, 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 hut. And there seems to be quite a few individuals with guns moving from the front of the train towards the back of the train.
I put
And
my
they're in
hand
the
in my
car in
pocket.
front of yours, and they all just have their guns pointed at the train car.
I put my hand in my pocket.
And the other one is
Say-
mooshing a cigarette.
You hear a whole lot of.
I say, the people behind us, they went crazy and attacked him. He was letting us up, and they just went nuts. You gotta let us in. Please, we can't be trapped back here with these injured people.
Whoever has a rifle, throw it forward and come forward.
I'll come forward.
I'll never come backward. That's called retrograde ejaculation. It's not healthy.
Retrograde ejaculation?
It's a real
My
thing. Look
cum
it up.
is in retrograde right now.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell. That's why I'm so grumpy.
My cum
Major
and Venus are
practice
both in
of confusion.
retrograde.
William.
My cum and penis.
Hey,
My
yes,
cum,
buddy.
I was said
What?
Venus, but penis job.
Hold on. William,
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna go out there.
No. Please.
I'm gonna go out there.
Oh.
I'll tell them what for the Gundersons, but you gotta climb around the back.
Gundy be with you.
You watch over my son now. You promise me.
I will watch over him for at least the next minute and a half.
All right, that's good enough,
Um,
son. You're with Will.
Sorry, I'm talking like you guys.
No,
Is Mr. Williams now my new daddy?
he's your new daddy. Your old daddy is drunk and gonna go confront the law, who's been holding him down his whole goddamn life.
I'm gonna give you a level 8 protection spell, Father.
I can feel it coursing in me.
I'm gonna hug him. It's the first time that he's let me get this close to him.
Roll me a
He's
con save.
Hugging me while I'm
Who?
chugging a beer.
Jerry.
9.
You throw up when he gets that close to you.
You're a little
'Cause
bit
he smells
as I'm drinking the
terrible,
beer.
and his flesh is sticky. It's just all around
I have a
gross.
cloak on.
Thick
He throws up
Fans
all
of
over the
father.
cloak.
I feel eldest father. Looky here, lawman.
Ugh.
And so you just move towards the front of the train car?
I'm like doing a standoff with him. I grab a nearest injured person.
What the fuck? Leave me alone, man.
I put the rifle out at him, then I hold him up to the open door.
Okay.
Looky here, lawman.
Are you in the
I'm
back
not
of the
gonna-
train car?
I'm at the front of the train car where everyone. So like, there's the front of the train car, the door, the gap between cars.
Yeah.
And then you said there's a bunch of people with.
Yep.
On the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm holding this guy out.
Okay.
And I have the rifle up against his brainstem. And I say, we got demands in the back here.
Put the gun down before we put you down.
I'll put him down before you put me down.
I mean, we'll probably put him down too.
I haven't done anything. Yo. I am fine. You
have an injury, sir.
Yes, but I'm going to the back of the truck, or the back of the train.
You're on the back of the train.
I don't, literally, I fell getting onto the train and have a skinned knee.
I'm sorry.
That is it.
I'm sorry, sir.
I
but
know you don't get to make the rules. You're just following
I'm
orders
just following
on
orders.
a train.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Follow your orders on a train.
I shoot him in the leg.
Ah, fuck!
Fuck!
It's not even that you shot the other leg.
The same skinned leg.
High or low, Jerry?
I'm bad at these, apparently.
You got my high-low disease.
Low.
You shooting him in the leg makes all the people with itchy trigger fingers just fire at you.
Well, I'm around the corner. So they just shoot this guy? This guy who sounds
You're
vaguely
around
like
the
Philip?
corner? I thought you were like having a stare down.
He's in the doorway, and I'm around the corner just like him at
Oh,
gunpoint.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Guns
Okay.
can go through metal.
It's also true.
Trains are pretty hefty.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, this is happening.
Sure.
William?
So they don't shoot.
So as soon as he says, "Hey, looky here," I'm grabbing Pete's hand. Come on, you goddamn liability!
Thank you.
And dragging him to the back of this car, to the gap between cars. Now, is it just a kind of an open space between the cars, or is it more like one of them?
So the
them
back of the
final
car that you're on
tubes?
is the end of the train.
Excellent, fantastic. So there's obviously a service ladder up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, excellent. We're gonna get out there and we're gonna hit that service ladder.
You guys notice that the door shuts on your train car.
Behind him?
In front of you, Jerry. Thump.
They locked us down. All right, I'm going to use heat touch and open this door.
The
You
front door or
just-
the back door?
The back
Your
door.
You could just
little
go out the
touch
back.
hard.
I'm
Okay,
going
that's-
to do a touch attack and
Sure.
open this door.
At the pad. Ka-ching.
Yep, and I do that.
It's just a handle.
He's so powerful.
I open the door.
It opens when you turn the handle. And you just hear the sound, like it's wind whipping by very quickly.
Pete, climb that ladder first to make sure it's stable, please.
Yep, I'm going to go up on
You're
that
basically
ladder.
my royal tester. Just pretend like I'm
Sure.
the king of your domain.
No,
Okay.
you're not king. You're daddy. You're daddy. Your new daddy.
Oh, dear
So
Lord.
You climb on top of the train car. Strength?
It's a ladder.
I know, but you're on top of the train car and it's moving at full speed.
21.
You manage to
He's so
hang
strong.
on wildly as
so strong.
the wind is whipping
His
you
grip
hard.
specifically is
Yeah.
really strong.
It is.
So,
It's from-
Jacking off.
No,
behind
No,
him, I'll climb up
Forearms
the
are
ladder.
gigantic.
I use mage hand
You
for
look
that.
like Popeye.
He loves
Those are
My
my-
Little Pony.
Like,
Those
yeah,
are my
tumor
arm
arms.
tumors.
Yeah.
Behind him, I'm climbing up the ladder, and
Okay.
as I see him kind
The dog
of
got the chicken.
shaking, stuttering a little bit, I'll give him a little push so he lays out prone.
Oh,
top
on
of
his
the car.
butt, though?
Look,
Okay.
it's not sexual, okay? I'm his father now. It's fine.
Okay.
That's
so
like baseball pats.
so you
It's-
get
exactly.
pushed,
It's good job. I'm your
which
coach.
makes you flatten out on the top of the train.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what are you
He's
doing?
so
William?
greasy, he just slides off.
So once
Oh,
I'm
you know
sure
what? That's a
once
good
I'm
point.
sure that he's prone and safe,
I am
instead of standing up directly onto the train, I'm going to snake my way like a baby python. I'm just gonna kind of do a serpentine pattern as I've learned in my numerous YouTube training videos.
You hear a gunshot.
Yeah. you
And
do.
reduce my drag.
Okay.
And as we all know, drag is the enemy of survival.
Strength with advantage to hang onto the top of the train.
with me.
For William.
William.
That is a natural 20, sir.
Yeah, you do. No problem. You get up on the top of the train too. So both of you are up there.
I've trained my entire life for at least 7 minutes and 37 seconds of a YouTube
You haven't
video
trained in
for
vain.
this.
It's a wonderful song.
Pete, you are both wet with vomit and sweat, but you don't slide off the train, but it is very... You're basically leaving a slug trail behind you.
Snail trail.
Slug. You're a slug.
I'm okay with that. Slug has is a level 3 creature.
Would you moosh
Sure.
by me?
Okay, so are you guys just inching your way up to the front of the train?
Just imagine
Is
you're a
he-
little inchworm. This is called a low crawl, Pete. I know your father never
I
taught you
can't
this
hear
because
him
he always...
because the wind.
Yeah, it's so loud.
I keep speaking at my normal volume.
Okay.
Pete, I
You
believe
said-
in you. And,
you
know,
said
I always
I'm like a
considered
slug?
you. I always considered you a son of sorts. You know, the son of ashamed of, and that I lock in the basement and never let anyone see.
It's all I know, Mr. Daddy Williams. I am
Well,
the
just-
powerful slug. Just like that character on that podcast I listened to, Bendlefleur.
Please do not leave a slime trail behind you. I know you are in character. But
I am the
trying
mighty
to hold on to the train as
slugman.
well. Oh,
Space slugman.
I get
So are you just
a
trying
little
to
off
slide
axis
your
to
way
him.
now?
Just-
I'm literally just.
Trying to glide, undulate your way there.
As he sings, apple
I'm
bottom
doing the more
jeans.
practical low
I'm
crawl.
Bendlefleur. Bendlefleur.
Roll to undulate your way to the front of the train?
Would that be a dex?
Yes.
Acrobatics?
Dex.
Oh, your
But
dex
I'm
is surprisingly
balancing.
Are you? I thought you're just literally just
Well, I know,
forward.
but like
It's not balance.
I'm balancing my.
high. His core. Oh.
It's a 17 on the die
Oh,
plus
sorry.
3. 20.
Yeah, you're just...
A mighty slug.
There's a gross trail behind him.
Oh, Moosh. He's left his Moosh behind. Oh, dear God. I get slightly off to the side to avoid his slick, silvery trail of Moosh.
Sure.
I'm right down the middle.
Sure.
Look
Jerry.
here, lawman.
Throw your gun out the window or face the consequences.
You're going to have to take it from my cold, dead hands, because I shall not be in friends.
Fair enough. Roll me a perception check. Whom, Jerry?
Jerry gets a 17.
You start to hear what sounds like the turning of gears or cranks or something like that. It's like a rusted man, like a...
Don't you even think about turning that. I try to like do a quick snap off pop around the corner and
roll
go back.
dex.
Dex of a 19 plus 3 is 22.
Okay.
Plus 2, excuse me. No, plus
You
3.
manage to pop out before they can fire.
And I fire with a 17
It's going to hit.
to shoot somebody. You have to roll random to see who I hit.
Sure.
12 damage.
Yeah, you're going to hit them. They're going to go down. Ah! And it sounds like they're continuing to do that.
And
though.
that's my last round, so I have to pop back around the corner and keep reloading
Mm-hmm.
for, I guess, a turn.
Yeah.
Because that was 4.
Yeah.
Probably.
So as they
5.
continue to do that.
6.
So on your next turn, are you going to try and do that again?
Yes.
Dex?
This time the dex was an 8.
Great.
Oh.
How many AOs is that?
It's a lot. Not AOs, but
What's the held actions?
yeah, they're all held actions.
How many? All right, William. What's the battle cry of the Gundersons?
What is the battle cry of the Gundersons?
Yeah, of Chets.
It's just fly together, of course.
Chets fly together. I pull as I level out my gun.
Okay. As you pull out around the corner.
Chets never pull out.
Sure. You are just riddled with so many bullets.
That's how I got my son.
As they just fire off, just brrr, and numerous other people in the train car are also getting hit. There's a lot of screaming. But like a Paul Verhoeven movie, you are just exploding with blood spurt. And eventually your cold, dead, lifeless hands hit.
Release my rifle,
Oh, yeah. As it just falls.
or am
to
I
the
gripping
side.
it even in
In
death?
the moon.
Can I make a con save for that?
An
To what?
angel.
To grip my gun even in death?
Sure.
Fly away from here.
Oh, that makes me think of the dog commercial. I cry.
From the dark.
I got a 15.
Yes, your body manages
Grips tighter.
to grip onto
Rigor
the
mortis
rifle.
onto my Winchester.
At which point, they stop turning the gears and they slide the door back open, move in a little bit, and they say,
Meanwhile, up on the roof.
meanwhile, up on the roof.
That's what they say.
Why would they say that?
So you guys are making your way forward. You hear just a ton of gunfire go off.
Well, they would hear the one pop.
Sure.
And the creaking.
One pop. Sure.
And then they get to move.
Yeah, and then you get to move. So I assume you're going to keep on
Pete,
forward.
never forget the sacrifice your dad made so that
He's
I
not
could
dead
live.
yet.
So that I could live and you could help me.
Okay.
I am the mighty slug.
Dex to
Use
slug.
your antennae to listen to what I'm saying.
And
Shut the fuck up.
Strength to move forward, I guess,
Creeping
Shimmy
me out,
Man.
child.
What roll do you want first?
Dex. For you.
8.
Okay. High or low?
High.
So you are undulating, and you hit an extra slipperiness as sort of a gust of wind hits,
Some
and you
blood
slide
splatters
off the
upwards.
side of the train. I need you to Dex to
My boy!
catch the side.
At least my boy is still alive.
As you see my body past the window, because I rolled another 8.
So, so you fall off the side of the train a little bit. Roll me another Dex save.
Another 8.
Stop rolling 8s. Why would you keep the same guy?
You are just too slippery as you continually just fall from one section of the train to the next, and you just hit the ground and just off to the side.
How
of the train.
fast were
Use
we
your
going?
magic powers, Pete.
Pretty fast.
They probably go about 50.
So you fall off the side of the train. You take 28 damage as your body crumples and you sort of fall. There's numerous broken bones.
My armor!
Your armor is 100% busted.
No, I spent
more.
all year building that.
Fucked. You lose your AC bonus.
Oh, down to 13.
And he's like what in the scrub grass next to the train?
Yeah,
line?
he's just in some tall grass.
Did I hit the third rail?
No.
Okay.
These are
good.
these are diesel trains.
Diesel trains.
Yeah. So no.
All right. Well, I'm gonna dust myself off and start narrative running towards the train.
Try to catch it. Yeah.
Hold on.
Goodbye, Pete.
Roll me a D4.
I'll
I
always
throw my
remember your
arms
father.
behind me.
Sasuke.
3.
Your left foot is broken. Your sternum is broken.
It's funny because he's fat.
Or your rib cage.
Yeah, I know what
your-
you meant.
Sternum, also known as the running bone.
And basically everything from the neck to your tummy in the chest region is broken.
Can I get
then
up?
also your left foot.
Can I move? Are my bones poking into my organs? Do I have
Might
high or
be
low?
immobile.
high?
No, they're not poking into your organs or out of your body, but you are in a ton of pain, and you definitely know that they're broken anytime you move. But it hurts to breathe. It's your whole chest, is covered in big meat and gravy, and then also
Big meat and gravy.
big meat and gravy, and
AKA
also
Big Jim.
you're broken.
I'm gonna roll a con to see if I can even move.
Okay,
No, I got a 12.
you just lay in the field and cry.
Pete, always remember, I knew this would happen.
All right, so strength for you to move forward, William.
William.
I'm doing
Let's go,
a
William.
normal low crawl,
Okay.
and I'm rolling a nice sturdy 11 strength.
So if you're just taking your time, it's rough. It's very hard for you to move forward. You barely move forward at all.
It's a 3-hour train ride. I'm okay. I'll
Sure.
take my time.
But you, not long after he falls off, you hear a hail of gunfire. Just all over the place.
I suddenly feel a sense of urgency,
Sure.
which gives me extra strength from above. From
sure.
Chuck Gunderson himself shines down upon me.
My Gunder buddies need me.
I feel
low?
I feel a strength of gun strength.
How low? How low?
Low.
You dig deep. You envision in your mind's eye
Deep in my gun.
the chunk. And
Is that the girl you stalk?
And you indeed feel strong from within as you are summoning the spirit of Chunk Gunderson. And I'll give you a +1 to your strength
I thought he was Chet.
as you move forward.
It's silky smooth.
So
Boys,
another
ever
strength
guide
check
me.
to try and get to the next train car.
Still advantage?
Yes.
Steal advantage.
Because you're staying flat.
16.
Yeah.
Do the seal
So you
flop.
get all the way to the end of the train car. You see that there's a gap in between the train cars. And you notice that a lot of the armed personnel have moved, or some are standing in that space, but it looks like they're also in the back train car.
How wide is the gap?
2 feet.
2 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I shoot my arms out like Superman,
Okay.
He seal flops over it.
and I grip.
Flintstone flops.
I grip with talons of justice upon.
It's those raven
I
claws.
showed that commercial to somebody, by the way. It was great. Did you know there's another
Talons
one?
of justice. Yes, I've seen all of them. I bet that guy's a terrible lawyer. He's a great
That he
marketer.
is. He had an award on the commercial.
Yeah, an award for marketing.
What the heck are you talking about?
It's a law commercial about
Texas
a dude
Law
in
Hawk.
Texas. And he's
The
like,
Texas
the
Law
Texas Law Hawk, talents of justice. It's an amazing commercial.
What's
you
his
know
name?
you need a warrant for that.
What is
I don't
his
remember his
name?
name. Just search Texas Law
Just
Hawk.
search
Law Hawk.
Texas
Great.
Law
YouTube.
Hawk.
Give him,
Where was
give
he
him a
based
like
out of?
on YouTube.
Dallas?
Texas.
Somewhere in Texas.
Anywhere in Texas. He'll show up.
Yeah. Texas Law Hawk.
And I dig my fingertips as hard as I can into that train car in front of me. And
All
I
right,
try
so
to
you reach
pull my
forward
body
and
across.
grab on the... Okay, so roll
Stealthily.
strength to pull yourself across.
Like a cat.
Oh, stealth's not a problem because it's so fucking loud they wouldn't be able to hear it anyway. Unless you fall, and then they'll notice.
18 strength.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
William.
you pull yourself across.
My sacrifice was worthy.
Chunk,
And you're now on
feel-
the next train car.
I feel your conspiracy-laden influence inside me. I know
mean-
I'll make it.
Take those supplements that you gave me.
After you move to the next
Super-
car,
super
you
mole
notice that they
vitality.
toss the dead body of Jerry off the train with rifle in tow. They just toss
They
him
wouldn't
off
keep
the
the rifle?
They can't get it out of his cold, dead hands. So they just toss him off the side. A few other people are also dead. They also throw them off the side.
I know play has progressed, but what's his
William.
name? William has an injured hand.
I do.
Shut up.
Oh, that's true.
It's too late.
Stop working against the party,
You
Phil.
have an injured hand.
It's
too
just
late.
burned. It's just pain. I can use the power
It's
of Trump
slippery.
to get me forward.
It's covered in blood. You got no
It's
skin
been
on
an
it.
hour. It stopped.
Yeah, we can't
It's
go
crusted
back.
Has it stopped?
It's crusted
Can't go
up.
back.
The wind has crusted it up. Has crusted
Okay.
the platelets.
Well, moving forward, I'll remember. So, what are you doing now? You're on the next train car.
I make my way to the next gap, and I'm gonna try
Oh,
to
hey, guy.
slip in. What? Hello?
Hey there, bloody hand. How you doing?
Oh
What
yeah, there's
are you-
another dude on top of the train with you.
Jesus Lord.
Hi, my name is Mike.
Hello, Mike. I'm William.
Hey, Bill. Can I call you Bill?
Sure. Do you have any pills? I hurt my hand, and I'm in a fair amount of pain.
Well, funny you should ask. Yes,
Fantastic.
but they're psychedelics, so that'll probably help.
Well, I mean, as long as I'm thinking about something other than the pain.
All right, here's some microdose. The one pill is 0.15 milligrams of psilocybin, so here's like 5.
Pill, yeah.
Is it possible for him to have a bad trip?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Fuck off with your hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Roll me a con save.
But it's okay. I've got a bottle of
Can't save.
Shivas. I've got a bottle of Shivas. Just suck it down with the Shivas.
That's a nat 20. I grow my own mushrooms in my basement in this
totally
thin layer of cow shit that I keep under my
But that should-
apartment.
I mean, like, it makes you feel euphoric and maybe would help with the pain. I don't know. Like, but you could probably ignore it. Advantage
Chunk.
to ignore the pain.
Chunk, we're breaking the conditioning, pal.
Do you talk to somebody who's not here too?
No, I'm talking to Chunk Gunderson. He's very real, and he's through the airwaves into our
Mr.
very
Peevers.
patriotic brain.
Mr. Peebers, I love you.
I love,
Who's
I
Mr.
love
Peepers?
you too.
I'm
Is he
sorry
is he
I wasn't
another
there.
radio personality?
Mr. Peepers, I'm sorry I wasn't there in your moment of need.
It's all right. You gave me a good life.
No, it's not. It's not fair. I said I was too busy at work, and I was back in the kitchen, and I just didn't. I was tired, and I'm sorry.
You buried me under rice. It is what I always wanted.
You did love rice.
Hell yeah.
I gave you. Hell yeah, buddy. Hey, Willie,
Yes, that's me.
we need to get to the front of the train because some shit's happening in the back.
That's the
You
plan.
hear all those gunshots?
You know how to low crawl, boy?
I mean, I just kind of assume it's what I've been doing.
Do you have any
'cause
weapons?
I've got Mr. Peepers. I
You
show
know
him
what?
my knife, my boating knife.
Your boning
Excellent.
knife got busted.
Yep.
So
I
you
show
just
him my
have the-
cleaver?
You have the broken pieces of it. But
That
yeah,
friend?
The broken,
No, 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 no,
the
no.
broken shards of Peeber.
yeah.
Well, that won't do it all. Here,
Must
take
be
this tactical
remade.
pin. It was made in Israel by God's chosen people.
All right.
It's got.
Click. I
It
put
used
it
to
in
have
my front
paracord,
pocket.
but not anymore. I used it I used it to zip line off
I
a
put the-
building.
put the-
it was excellent.
You zip line with this?
Yeah, not with the pin. I zip
Okay.
lined with the paracord that was wrapped around it in preparation for doomsday, which has come upon us.
I mean, I have a bug out bag. It's back in the town back there. So
Don't
like,
worry,
I
friend.
get it.
I've got more paracord wrapped around my testicles. It keeps the blood.
Oh. All right. Well, let's crawl forward. I'm gonna put that tack pen into my
I call them my tacticals.
front pocket,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put the Peeber blade in my mouth, like a pirate.
Okay.
Voice in head, I'm on mushrooms. Can I?
They take 45
Can I
minutes.
hear-
It
Mr.
takes
Peepers?
45 minutes for them to kick in properly.
No, not yet.
Yeah,
well,
so not yet.
Not yet. All right. All right.
Yeah. So
I'll
as
take
you
that.
guys move forward, that's where we're going to take a break. Hello, listeners. It is I, Dennis, the world's most okayest DM, here to talk to you once again about patreon.com/botchedpodcast. Now, as everybody knows, you get all kinds of stuff for, however generous you're feeling. You could get just the tip, or we'll just read your name out on the show, or Discord access, where you can talk to other crazy people, and we even have like little support groups for one another, adding stuff to the regular episodes, art every month, being part of the bi-weekly game, all that jazz. However, what I always like to talk about and sort of highlight are the monthly Patreon exclusive episodes that we deliver to you loving fan base. And this past month is no exception, as we had a Halloween spooktacular DM'd by none other than Philip Daniel Keating. And here's a little clip.
You feel a hand grab the back of your leg.
Goddamn Mimo. Do I have enough strength to lift my leg with the bucket?
Give me a strength check.
Great. A 15.
If you take your time, you can
Yeah, I'm
feel.
gonna pick it up and. Or is somebody coming in the other door already?
If you don't,
Is it simultaneous?
I didn't say anything about that.
Okay, then I'm gonna
You
step
feel
on
her
Mimo's head.
nails start getting into the back of your leg.
Sure, I've already stepped on her head with the
That
bucket.
back of his back.
Yeah, as long as it's not in my back.
Roll to attack with advantage.
Am I proficient with bucket?
No. Do they have bucket during?
Extra stomp.
Did they
damage,
have buckets during the Civil War? Yes,
bucket.
of course they did. The latrine.
They had buckets in Byzantium.
They
Come
had
on now, son.
many buckets. They might not have been made of this weird substance, like this plastic, I think they call it. It was wood back then, so it's probably heavy, if anything.
Sure.
Great, I got a 25.
Yeah. Give me smash damage.
How many dice?
4.
All of them.
Great. 4 dice. Which sadly wasn't as much as I wanted, but all right.
Tom, is that you?
30.
So you muster up as much strength as you can to lift your leg. You. Perception, Gracie.
Fuck off, Meemaw.
It's a 6.
Old timer.
You hear a horse again, but you're not sure where. And you hear the hooves
Stop it.
of a horse.
Boom, boom.
As Colonel, you bring your bucket down over and over again on the skull of Meemaw,
Damn it.
literally pushing silly putty through a spaghetti maker is what you're doing. And look at all the spaghetti sauce that you have made. You have freshly stomped this old woman who had no threat to you.
She scratched my leg. I'm going to get gangrene, sir. Don't tell me there's no threat. I saw what it did to other colonels.
They're keeping me in here for years. I'll help you get out.
Fuck that old bitch. She was a Confederate, spy, and ally, and she deserved what she got.
And so
The South will not rise again on my watch, sir.
when you put that last stomp in and you see that there is no way that this woman can be alive anymore, her hand opens up and a pin of the Union Army rolls out.
As I said, I would be damned if I was about to let the South rise again. And guess what? She didn't rise again after I stomped her head with that bucket. If you want to hear the rest of that episode, as well as the hundreds of hours of Patreon episode content, head on over to patreon.com/botchedpodcast and subscribe today. And we're back. Okay, so I'm going to say, if you guys just take your time, you could just shimmy your way to the next train car.
Train car 3 from 2.
All right. As we're at the gap, I turn Mike. Do you think we should risk it here, or do you think we should cross another gap precariously?
I was trying to make my way to the engine.
Oh.
They won't attach the engine, right? Which one's the
I
dining
see what
car,
you
though?
mean. We're gonna take over this thing. Six Semper Tyrannis.
Yes. Six Semper Tyrannosaurus.
To you too,
Such is the fate of all dinosaurs.
The whitest kids you know. I like them. Great. Yeah, I get it. Let's
All right.
let's jump.
Let's do it.
Jumping.
No, whoa. Are we jumping?
I jump with a 22.
So you jump to the next train.
Mhm.
All right.
I low jump with a dex.
Jumping would be athletics.
Okay. I jump with a 3.
So you go to jump, and instead you just fall in the gap between the two cars.
Mike,
You're Mike.
bro.
No, you're I'm William.
Shit, I've had too many mushrooms. Will.
Mike, reach down your hand.
It does appear as though somebody in the car has noticed,
Oh.
but they're not like. It's just normal people. It's not like people with guns.
I just
They're
wave at
like,
him.
"The
Hey,
fuck?"
how you doing?
They're just motioning between the cars, like, what the? What?
Give him.
What?
I
Have
make
you been
a smoking
spotted?
motion.
They're like, okay.
Do you
They
have a
look.
light?
They look a little
Do you
weird.
have
But
a
they're like,
light?
all right.
I do the lighter motion. You have a light? I know nobody smokes anymore except Zoomers.
High or
but
low?
You have one. Low.
The person picks up a woman's purse and walks towards the end of the car, slides the door open. He's like, yeah, I got a light.
Oh,
It's
thanks,
one of those ones where you hit the button, it's like, tss. It's like a
Excellent.
blowtorch
Torch.
almost, yeah.
Man, I appreciate you. You have a smoke? Now that you're here.
Classic. It's
I got
literally
one.
classic.
Feaster drops a pack of cigarettes down.
Never mind. God has blessed me this day.
Dex to catch them, William.
All right. 5.
You weren't ready for them to fall, and you sort of bumble them, and they fly off the side of the train.
Sometimes, though, we
Look.
pray we are not ready for God's blessings, my friend.
The good Lord giveth, and the good Lord taketh away.
You goddamn right, Mr.
And he
Peters.
just this dude, who looks like he's 40-ish, maybe mid-40s.
basically dead.
He's just squinting at you, and he slowly reaches into the bag to pull out a Virginia Slim
My brand.
and gives it to you.
Peters' favorites.
Those were a good band for puppies.
Full flavor,
And,
less filling, I say.
I used to
Put it
look
in my
so
mouth.
cool and would impress all the other dogs how cool I was.
Well,
No
one's burning
filters.
and hanging out of his mouth.
Are these Virginia Slims 120s? The goddamn better
I think they're just the ones without filters.
bitch.
Ugh.
Sorry. That's all my wife smokes.
I politely accept,
Okay.
but with a
Gives it
stern
to you.
look.
And lights it. He's still squinting at you with a look of like confusion as to
cup my
why are
hands
you
around the
here
lighter.
and why is there a gentleman on top of a train car? but he's not really in the position
He's
to
onto
wonder
us.
about such things because things are crazy right now.
Mr.
I
Peebles,
take
he
the
onto
first
us?
drag and I say, "Thank you, brother." You know, it gets real crowded in these cars. All these crazy.
And
crowd.
he just backs back into the train car, never breaking eye contact, and just puts the purse back down.
Mr. Peebles, is he
Continues
onto
to
us as he backs
squint
away?
at you.
If the door closes, I say, "Thank you."
Yeah, the door closes.
He is not onto anybody. He just wants to get away from his bitch wife.
I don't understand because no one loves me besides you.
Peepers loves you.
So
I look
nice
up
to
at
know.
Mike.
Hey, bud.
He's just talking to
You need a
nobody.
hand?
I reach my hand up.
Oh,
Mr. Peepers,
Don't-
give me strength.
do not touch. Oh, that gross hand.
No, the other hand.
My
strong hand.
Hey.
I help strengthen him up with a 12.
Can I
It takes some
give
time,
him
but you
the
get him.
Peepers bump?
I anchor him.
Sure. Roll Peeber's Spirit of Peeber's
What, a D2?
bump.
A D4.
D4.
So my 12 becomes a 14.
Yeah. So you slowly
power
pull
of
him up on
Peepers
top of the
compels
train
you.
car.
The power of Peepers compels
I
you.
wish you hadn't dropped my cigarettes.
And you can hear. So you've been traveling on this train for a little while, and you know that you're probably getting fairly close to Atlanta because you start to hear a loudspeaker go off within the train, and they're explaining how things are going to work. Essentially, the gentleman on the other side of the intercom says, "Okay, we're not too far from Atlanta. This is how things are going to go. We're going to get off the train in an orderly fashion at the CDC quarantine zone. Each person, as they step off the train, will be tested.
You're right, Mr. Peepers.
Will be tested to see if they are carrying any sort of disease that could be the cause of all this craziness. So, when we get there, we're going to have you tested. If you test positive for the disease, you're just going to not go into the camp. We're not going to do anything to you or anything like that. You're just going to move off to the side, basically."
When we get there, Feaster, you cannot talk to me anymore, or they will think that you are a loons.
What'd you say, Will?
Good.
And
don't trust the government. Don't listen to a word they
Sure.
goddamn say.
he's just like, "This quarantine zone is ever expanding. Everything I've heard from the news, it's constantly expanding to allow more people. It's supposed to be safe. So once we get there, you got nothing to worry about. But martial law still will be in effect
But
until we
martial-
get this whole thing
but
cleared
martial
out.
law.
Butt Marshall.
But martial law.
Butt Marshall.
I'm
Good one.
Sergeant Butt Martial Law.
Good one,
right.
Mr. Peepers. Butt Marshalls.
Mike,
So, yeah.
Mike,
Hey, Bill.
as we go forward, I want you to remember the most important words ever spoken in history. Because the scariest words an American can hear are, "Hello, I'm from the government, and I'm here to moosh."
Bro, I owe the government so much money, so this is rough.
Money isn't real anymore, buddy. The only currency
Was money
is
always
bullets.
a construct?
The only
Is fiat currency like
the only
bullshit?
currency is bullets, and I've got. I count in my head real quick. I've got 51 of them. I've got $51.
That seems like a lot. I've got a bottle of liquor and
2
a
magazines
knife
and a full gun.
and another knife.
The announcer continues. If anybody is carrying contraband on their person, it will be removed when we get there. If you are carrying a weapon, which we totally understand, that also will be confiscated at the time because we need everything we can get down there. Plus, we don't need any vigilantes running around with guns.
Good thing I brought my
just
emergency
so you know,
lube.
That's it's very secure. You're going to go through multiple checkpoints to make sure that everybody is safe and secure, so you have nothing to worry about from crazies or anything like that.
Mike, don't worry. The tactical pin is shaped perfectly to enter your anus without resistance.
It's a balmy
Look,
74 degrees.
I need this knife. Can we shatter it?
Well, Hurricane Moosh just went through.
Oh, that's right. Hurricane Moosh just to go.
I handed you a tactical
Voices.
pin. I didn't hand you a knife.
Okay, I need. Okay, the handle's not a weapon. I put it in my pocket.
Correct.
The dog collar I wrap around my wrist like a bracelet. The shards of Peebersil. Can
Stick them up your anus.
nope.
wrap them in used condoms and
Can
put
we-
them inside of you.
Do you have some sort of tactical hammer, William?
Do I have a tactical hammer?
Yeah. Like a fold-out shoveled hammer thing?
Oh, yeah, an entrenching tool.
Yep.
No.
Fuck.
Swallow them and take the chance.
Nope.
All right, here. No. Mike. Here's what we're gonna
Hey.
do. Let's
Okay.
look at your pants here. All right,
Mm-hmm. My jorts?
double hemmed.
Duh.
Here's what we do. It's simple. We unhem them, and we
With the
wrap up.
knife?
We wrap up the shards in them,
Uh-huh.
and just roll them back up, just like
Okay.
you're a '60s greaser. It's gonna be perfect.
Okay.
You could also cut the tongues of your shoes and hide them in there.
What if I cut the tongues of my shoes and hid them in there?
I mean, I like the way you think, Mike. You like it. I love it. Let's do it.
Nice. I want some moosh of it. I'm going to cut open my shoes, my Air Jordans
Okay.
with a 17,
You do.
and hide the blades of Peebers in there.
Okay. You've hidden the blade of Peevers within the shoe.
Okay, I'm good. I'm ready. And I chug as much of the... Hey, you want some liquor, William? William?
I'm more of a pills guy.
All right, well, I'm going to drink as much of the scotch as I can handle.
Con check.
Sure.
17?
Yeah, you're totally fine. Are you guys staying on top?
No,
of the
so
train?
let's go into the next train. We should have probably gone into the one where the guy knew us, huh?
Let's move a little more forward.
Okay.
Not in a sexual way.
You move forward to the next car, and then you hop down, I'm supposing,
Mm-hmm.
and head inside? Okay.
How much of the bottle do I still have?
About half.
All right.
So you guys climb down.
Mm-hmm. Stealthily.
Sure.
Not really stealthily, though.
Okay. Well, people are moving between cars,
Yeah.
so nobody
blink.
notices you guys drop down. They mostly just notice you come into the car.
Mhm.
Not too long after that, maybe 15, 20 minutes, the train, you can see the trains pulling into Atlanta. And you can see from the distance that there is this gigantic walled camp that's within the city itself, it looks like, but not like downtown.
Like
of
straight from the
city.
train station?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like the train station. It looks like it's just stopping. Like they've made sort of like
Okay,
their own little
okay,
train
good.
station. And it's looks like concrete walls about 15 feet high with razor wire around the tops. Looks like there are guard towers every 20-ish feet. This, from a distance anyways, it looks as though this encampment has to be close to maybe 3/4 of a mile in length.
When you say concrete, you mean like dividers?
Yeah, they've stacked up
Okay.
dividers.
Gotcha.
Like
And then
traffic
you-
barriers?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
But those concrete ones.
yeah.
Yes.
And as I said, you also see towers, and there are people, numerous guards with heavily armed on those towers. You also see that there is a massive surge of angry, violent people, sort of off to the sides of these concrete
They're not
barriers. They
just
can't
shooting
get to
them?
them as they are shooting them. They're
Okay.
shooting them as they come in, but they're not getting that close. There are numerous barriers in place, like walls that they would have to climb over. So they're doing a pretty good job of keeping that at bay. Some people are at the walls, but they can't climb up, obviously, so they're just getting shot on the spot. The entryway to this camp, as the train pulls in, you can see it almost looks like a TSA checkpoint where it's numerous checks behind fences and gates and walls and guards before you even get into the encampment. And it looks like the first check is a doctor checking people as they come off. Looks like they have some sort of device that they're just placing on the individual's heads to check. Everybody on the front part of the train, they're just moving on through. Doesn't seem like anybody is being stopped.
That's
Do they
where we
appear
are.
to be checking injuries or just checking?
So on the front part of the train, there is nobody with an injury. They moved them all to the back.
Except for...
But they don't appear to be checking for injuries.
No, they're
Excellent.
mostly just checking to put stuff on
Good
people's
thing we're
head.
on the front of the train, then, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll say that now. Are you guys doing anything before it comes up to your turn in line?
Well, are they... They're not confiscating and contraband at this point, are they?
Not at that spot in the line.
I'm gonna stick my hand in my pocket and do a tactical wipe.
Okay. What's a tactical wipe?
A tactical wipe is where you wipe tactically, discreetly, so that nobody notices. The
the fact
massive
that you don't have
amounts of
skin
blood
on your hand?
Look,
Yeah. Can I try
it's
to
a
distract the
medical
doctor and
condition.
then?
It's called skin endometriosis, and I'll not have you calling it out every single time. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Can I try to distract the doctor and grab a gauze to wrap around my new buddy's hand?
Well, we don't want to bring attention to the injury there, buddy. We're just gonna hang out.
I was gonna say you notice that the doctor also has a number of armed guards around. There are a lot of people with guns
A lot of people
out
All right.
front.
No, I'll just move on through, and I'll be ready to
Let's
talk
take
to
the
somebody
dog's
who
line
looks
there,
pliable
Mike.
with liquor.
So you step up to the dock. He places the device on your head. You just hear a bing bong. You don't see what it says.
That's
you don't know what it
racist.
means. And he just nods, and you move on through.
Sweet.
Same thing for you as well, William. He
If
puts
that
it on
is
your
your
head,
real name.
and he looks down at your hand, and he's like, "You should get that taken care of. You don't want it to get infected or
Give me
anything like
gauze.
that."
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your service to
Sure.
something.
When you get into the doctor's like, when you get into the encampment, immediately go to the left. There's a medical tent. They'll get you patched up, taken care of. Okay?
Thank you, doctor.
Yep.
sure your
you're gonna be
education-
safe here.
I'm sure your education at the institutions of American academia hasn't corrupted your morals at all.
Sure thing, buddy.
I'll listen to what you say.
And then you move through. Next up is an individual who he's got cicadas. Cicada shells for teeth. He looks disgusting. And the doctor's like, "Oh my." And the guns come up and they're like, "Is it one of them?" He's like, "No."
No. These are just my cicadas. I did it myself.
And he's like,
See?
"Oh, it's the worst thing." And he's like,
Some
"Give me your
antibiotics.
forehead, buddy."
Boof got good foreheads for you.
It's a strong for it.
It's the strongest forehead you've ever
He's
seen.
like, "Please come up, Red. Please come up, Red. Please come up, Red." Bing bong. Damn it. Sir, you're welcome to enter. Just head on
I ain't gonna
inside.
eat you, son.
I don't think you can eat anything with cicada teeth.
You'd be
Decontamination challenge.
You'd be surprised on what
maybe-
Boof can eat.
Maybe krill?
These are
Like a whale. You just swim through the ocean with teeth bared.
He's a
these
cicada
are all
filter eater.
tuned differently.
Yeah,
I got about
a filter
14
feeder.
different harmonicas inside here.
He eats spirulina from a tank.
Sure.
I got a tactical straw so I can drink things.
Sure. So he just waves you through.
I don't eat possum. That's not fair.
So,
Cliff is the
do you
most.
have your pet
I
possum?
got Cliff with me. He's not a pet. He's the mayor of Boofington. Show some respect
And he's like, "Sir, is that a wild
to
possum?"
my wife. It's the mayor of Boofington. It's my well,
trained.
hold on.
Service animal.
Hold on. I know what it's called. It's a it's one of those certified service animals.
He's got a little vest.
You have a stress animal?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how stressful it was to get these puppies out and then put these beautiful puppies in?
As he
okay.
points to his teeth.
Move forward, sir.
Moosh forward.
Moosh forward.
This is say thank you, Cliff. Yeah, that's Cliff.
I'm going to tell you right now, if that thing bites anybody,
He don't bite.
immediately shooting it.
No. I like I said, I only got cicadas as teeth.
No,
I can't bite
the possum.
nothing. Oh, Cliff's an upstanding citizen. He's won the mayor of Boofington for 8 consecutive terms, always keeping his promise. Keep ticks out of Boofington. Where's Charlie? Has Charlie come through
You
yet?
haven't seen Charlie, so you're not sure where she is on the train, but you haven't seen her. But they're ushering you through, so there's not really a whole lot of time to dawdle. They're sort of in a hurry.
I'll find Charlie.
The next, so you sort of fish your way through fences and barricades and things like that, and you get to the next station, and there is a guard post of sorts, and there are bins, and they're saying, if you have any weapons, or anything illegal contraband, now is the time. Dump them in the bins. It'll go towards the defense of this facility.
Voice in head.
Do not be caught with a weapon at the next checkpoint. We will be checking. If anyone's caught with a weapon, you will be detained.
Voice
So I'm
in
telling you
head.
right now,
Are we ever gonna get these back?
maybe if you're a guard or
You're
something,
a good boy.
Oh, I don't like that.
hard to say.
I've had Scuddies the machetes for years.
I'm going to need you to put old Sketty's machetes into
His
the
name is Scuddies the machetes.
bin.
Because he opens people's ups and the spaghetti stuff out.
I'm going to really need you to put it in the bin. Like in the bin.
I need to make a judgment call on how many guards are watching and how watchful their eyes truly are.
Oh, there are...
7.
In that area, there are 11 guards. They are very... I mean, they're only doing one at a time.
I'm gonna bend the Glock.
So they're very careful.
I'm gonna bend the Glock just to be safe. But Mike, make sure you keister that tactical pin.
Is it metal?
It's literally designed. No, it's made of the
Carbon.
finest Glock polymers.
So it's metal.
Yes, a polymer is metal. Yeah, absolutely.
Got
Fucking
it. Okay.
Read a book, Jesus.
So,
Christ.
so you're
Okay.
putting all of your metal items, weapons, and whatnot, you, William, into the bin.
Correct. My gun and
Okay.
my 2 magazines and
Okay.
any remaining superfluous handcuffs I might retain go into the bin. I do not carry a knife. That's what my teeth are for. God gave them to me.
Oh,
Great.
you don't have to show off.
I have.
Move forward, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mike,
Yep.
your turn comes up to the bin.
So
What do
we're
you do?
walking through a metal detector?
Yes, you will
Fuck.
be walking through a metal detector.
And are we putting anything through, like, the TSA chute?
No, they're just saying anything that's contraband or weapons, put it in the bin. You can see further down that they're patting people down and checking before they even go through the metal detector.
Can I, like... And contraband includes my liquor?
Liquor they're okay with.
Yeah.
It's like hard drugs that they're like not allowing.
Okay.
Bottles are the hardest drugs.
Can I... So I'm probably pretty drunk because I just drank a half a bottle of scotch.
Sure.
And took
Well, you
mushrooms.
rolled high on your con check.
I
so-
did, and I have a good tolerance, but I mean, I'd still be pretty...
You're saying you're pretty
No, my
pliable.
con says I feel great.
You feel great. You don't even feel it. I'm all out of moosh.
Is there a way that I could, like,
So-
trip and fall and kick my feaster, my Peeber knife, over the back of my head, over top of the metal
Can
detector?
he get
So you
mooshed
want to do a
down, but then
reverse
get up again?
bicycle kick
Yes.
to like, where are you trying to send your shoes?
Just over the other side of the metal detector. Just the one with the Peeber knife, the shards of Peeber blade. in
I know.
it.
I get. Okay. That's a long way from where you are currently.
Well, when I get there, when I
Okay.
walk up there, I'll be like, whoop, I'm drunk because I have this liquor.
Okay.
Because I'll be holding the liquor bottle.
So are you putting anything into the bins then?
The tactical pen.
Okay.
Don't need it.
Okay. You
I don't think I have anything else metal on me.
You're gonna get rid of that tactical pen?
cast iron skillet technically, but
They're not gonna take that shit
Why
from
would
you.
they take my cast irons?
Why are they gonna take your tactical pen that was gifted to you by Will?
You're right. Can I put it through the pen?
you can declare it when you get up to the metal
I'll
detector.
declare the pen
and then look.
and the skillet
Sure.
It does right.
after I fall and flip my right foot over my right sandal.
Roll me acrobatics.
I am proficient in that. Ho! 16 on the die. +3, +2, 21.
You are walking towards the metal detector. It's almost your turn. And you do this sort of forward flop, and you've loosened your shoes already.
What's so moosh about the Flintstone flop?
And they fly off and above the metal detector. And you face plant there on the ground. It
Sorry,
causes
guys. Sorry,
quite the
guys.
commotion. Hold on. High or low?
Fuck you with your high-low
He
bullshit.
shits himself.
Where are all the D10s? Here we go.
No guard would dare recover a tactical pin covered in
Low.
fear shit.
When your shoes hit the ground on the other side, the blade of Peeber pops out of the shoe,
Fuck
and they
you.
can easily see that there's a blade sticking out of the shoe. And they're like, the fuck is this?
All right, I'm gonna have to do a bluff check and say that I got those
At a Goodwill.
No, I got those shoes in
Can I assist?
I don't need it. I got 23. Look, man, I was barefoot when this shit happened because I was out on the beach for my dog's birthday, who's dead, and I picked these sandals up from some dead body in the sewers underneath McCready's Tavern, and I didn't know that was there. I've been drinking the scotch. I'm sorry. I've had a bad day. My manager woke me up to go into work, and it was my dog's birthday, and now the dog's dead, and I'm at this fucking chud over here, William. And he's my best friend in the world, and I love him.
I was in there.
So
Everybody I've ever loved is
they
dead.
take the shoes and they put them in one of the bins off to the side, and it goes away, basically.
Can I have a... Those shoes were sentimental to me, though, because they survived in them. They're very lucky. Can I have a ticket?
There'll be a station where you can get replacement shoes, sir.
Can I get... Oh, hold on. Can I get a replacement machete?
No, you don't need a machete.
I do.
You don't.
It's a emotional support machete.
It's not. Keep moving.
I sleep with it every night.
Don't care. Keep moving.
I'm gonna get that machete.
Sure, buddy. Whatever you say. And he ushers you through.
All I see is you. It's just a walking bag of spaghetti.
Okay, buddy. Keep moving.
I'm gonna get that spaghetti out.
Okay.
You'll see. One blade or another.
Are you threatening to disembowel me, sir?
I'm looking through you. No, I'm just talking. Just making the jokes.
Because if that's a threat, we're going to have to take you aside and have a chat with you.
No, it's not a threat.
Sorry, old Boof is one of my best bar customers. I hand him a bottle of scotch.
Oh, that's right. I've just been... I'm sober.
It almost
think he
looks
lost
like
them
the
teeth?
cicadas are fluttering when he's drinking
Well,
because
that's
the
the good
liquid
thing
moving
about
through.
these cicadas is they filter the liquor as they come through.
And
Oh,
everyone's
that's
like,
They got a
Science,
taste
man.
for the
so
whiskey.
gross.
It's
Like,
great.
just-
They remove the Toskins. They're like
remove the
mouth
Tuskens.
livers. They
You
remove
declare-
the Tuscan Raiders.
You declare the pen and the cast iron skillet, they're fine with it. They let you keep those.
Oh, thank God.
So they give you a pat down. They don't find anything else because I don't believe any of you guys are carrying anything else that's squirrely. And eventually,
No, it's a possum named Cliff.
you make your way into the encampment after numerous checkpoints. And when you get in there, it's kind of like a tent city. There's a lot of tents. There are signs pointing out, medical facility, provisions, clothing, like all kinds of stuff indicating where to go if you need anything. And it's a bit chaotic when you first get in just because there are so many people, but there are signs that indicate that sleeping quarters are towards the back of the camp where there are more
thank God.
tents and things like that.
Where do I believe, me and Charlie had to have a plan,
Sure.
to meet up somewhere if we got separated once we hit Atlanta.
Yeah. So, there's a good chance you'll eventually see her in here somewhere.
There are thousands upon thousands of people.
You're going to be here
Idea.
for a while.
That would be a good previously on, and you guys conspirize to meet up in a specific location.
Yeah.
Somebody say conspiracy. I knew it.
So, as you guys make your way into the camp, you see that, I know. He reaches.
You got me. We're done.
As? You said as?
You said
as.
as we. That's
as
what we
we.
say for every ending of the show.
I know. But as you make your way in there, you notice that there are postings, signs, and whatnot that are indicating that there are professions that are needed to be filled. And if anybody wants to sign up for various things, this is where they would do it so you can get different jobs. And there's guard, medical, scavenging. There's all kinds of different stuff.
Distiller?
But, there's cook. You don't see a distiller,
I'm a good
but
cook.
maybe cook would be in there.
I trained under a bunch of good chefs.
There are thousands of people, and some of them are very happy to be in there. Some of them are very depressed and sad. It looks like they've gone through hell.
I used to be rich.
And as you make your way through the camp, that's where we're going to call it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out next time.
See, I figured we would go another 30 minutes. There was only one storyline to tell, and Dennis likes to. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Twitch, at Botched Podcast. This episode Botched is brought to you by the Patreon producers. His old man, Street Big Jim, He Who Steve, The Nuck, Big John, Lord Chronic Speaker, God King Shandapanda, Shaver. Females, Uchari, The Gamers Galaxy, Disgruntled Furniture, and Snuggler Supreme.
Whatever happened to Sparkle Blue?
Man, that's the thing, right? So Sparkle Brony dropped his card, never, like, it got declined. So, like, I never got an email saying that he canceled. So we just gave him an extra, like, 5 months of shout-outs.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get to, there's no way to contact him. So, anyway.
I love you, Sparkle Blue.
He's off the grid.
You want to support the show, you can do so over at patreon.com/botchpodcast, like our newest patron, Sonata Mag. Thank you for the support. If you don't have the financial means to support us, that's fine. We still hate you anyway. But the best way to support us is heading over to iTunes and leaving the show a 5-star review. It really helps the show grow, or even just forcing your friends to listen to our bullshit.
You could also force your friends to leave us 5-star reviews so we can read them out loud.
That's right. That's very true. You could have us say almost anything that Apple will allow on reviews.
Yeah.
We salute you, Kage Kishi. You are this episode's Lone Survivor. You want to send something to the studio and have us open it on stream? You can do so over at P.O. Box 3178, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania 17325. Thank you to Gozer for intro and outro music. More of them over at tiny.cc/Gozer. Thank you to Emily Swan for our album art. Support her all over social media at a swan named Emily. And as always,
When you watch your dead friend's disabled son fly off the side of a train and smile gleefully yet discreetly and respectfully, squeal Botched.
what?
And we'll love you.
I forgot to cast Featherfall. We'll see you next week, nerds.
You could support Dennis's comic book projects over at patreon.com/hiveheadstudios. You can support Steve's stuff over on YouTube at He Who Is Steve. You can support Phil on Patreon or Twitch at Imaginary Nomad. You can support Jen by checking out her other podcasts like Horse Girls on all your podcatchers. You can also check her out on social media or Twitch at Jenna Chill with one L. And you can check out Chonky every so often on Twitch at The Mandalorian.
Dear Moosh, you still ain't called her out. I'll have you know I mooshed all your pictures off the wall.
I'm so excited for our Moosh cover album.
This is the mooshing of the age of Aquarius. Click, click, moosh. Dennis was at that concert recently.
No, it wasn't.
I assume it was the same band.
They weren't there.
Is that the Hives?
No,
think it
that's
was
POD.
Yeah.
Oh,
POD.
They weren't
Playable
there.
on Deaf?
Natalie Imbruglia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all out of faith. I'm all out of moosh.
This is how I feel. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Feeling like a criminal. And I need to be redeemed from the one I've mooshed against.
'Cause he's all I ever knew of Moosh.
I'm a moosh. I'm a lover. I'm a child. I'm a mother. I'm a moosher and
I'm
a
a saint.
I do not give a moosh. Sheryl Crow.
Why did Jenna quit the show?
No idea. She's so
I love that she was like,
Going on vacation.
I just want to know what it is, and everybody in chat's just like,
I want to know what Moosh is.
I want
It's
you
because
to
we wouldn't stop
moosh
making
me.
fucking Moosh jokes. Like, I can't deal with this Moosh shit anymore.
Chat's like, stop, please. And
You're
we're
as
like,
cold as moosh.
Getting conflicted
Once
messages, chat.
Willing to sacrifice our moosh. Anyways,
we just don't do the second episode.
just
We
do
just
moosh
moosh it up.
parodies. moosh it up.
in and around the Moosh. Voices come out of the Moosh and they stand there. Little
You
guest
can moosh if you wanna. You can leave your friends behind. If your friends don't moosh, and if they don't moosh, then there ain't no friends of mine. We didn't like the moosh.
We didn't cook the moosh.
We didn't cook the moosh.
It was always mooshing as the world's been turning. No, we're all just thinking about moosh
just thinking
songs.
about
We gotta
moosh
get into the
I
episode.
have become comfortably moosh.
Kissed by a moosh on a grave.
What other songs are on
There
the
is so
Batman
much a
Forever
moosh
soundtrack?
can tell
That's
you. So
Kissed by-
much
yeah.
it can say.
Yeah.
What,
Kissed by
what
Rose.
other songs?
Oh,
on-
there's a U2 song that's not terrible. There's Flaming Lips song on that soundtrack.
no shit.
Yeah, it was a pretty solid soundtrack.
Batman. I kind of liked the movie actually. It's a guilty pleasure.
So same.
yeah.
It's so bad and it's so fun to watch. Jesus Christ.
Don't need money. Don't need fame.
Oh.
Don't need no credit card to ride this train.
Sorry, where you going?
Sometimes you might just find that's the power of moosh.
There it is.
Hallelujah, it's raining moosh. Muting. Wave when your mooshing is over.
Sure.
Why am I getting ads for Scotch? It's like
Don't
they know
go
me.
moosh in my heart now, baby.
I would it if I tried.
The official music video has the Batmobile in it.
Well, yeah, it was for the movie.
You are the moosh I want. Mooshy.
That's so amazing.
Just getting
Ain't
through
no
it.
motion high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
Moosha chaka.
I can't fight this feeling deep inside of me. Oh, I just don't realize how you're mooshing me. And dun, dun, dun.
Breakfast at Mooshini's.
Her name is Yomiushi.
I made up a deep blue something cocktail for this guy. So.
She's a
down.
black belt in moosh riding.
Moosh.
Mooshing for the city.
You ain't nothing but a moosh dog. Crying all the time. Somebody once told me the moosh is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest moosh in the moosh.
Boom, boom.
Smoosh mouth.
Smoosh.
Moosh mouth.
Moosh mouth. Anyways,